Thank you for that introduction, Mr. Ward. Again, my name is Woody Ward, and I'm going to be one of your cool captains on this important episode of What's Up with Ward, the podcast, so you know it's about to go down. If you hear something you like today, you feel good about, hit that like and subscribe button, please. Helps us to help you, help everybody. My guest co-host, Tiki the Talker, is in the building. What's good, Tiki?
What's going on, Ward?
You know how we do. Try to make a dollar out of 15 cents, a dime, and two nickels. All right. One of the things we say on this show is everybody has a story to tell, and we definitely want to hear our next person's story. His name is Mr. Jarpent6. But before we get into there, I want Tiki to tell us a little bit about that skincare product he was telling about last episode.
It's Imiru Skincare. It's a vegan, non-toxic, completely plant-based skincare line. Good for both sexes, all age groups, all skin types too. You can go to www.emiru, E-M-I-R-U, skincare.com to order the product there to see what the line contains. And so check it out.
Okay. You said that's vegan, plant-based stuff?
Five-size vegan, completely plant-based, organic, designed to improve the health of the skin.
Okay, so you heard it right there. Tiki the Talker has just told you that you could eat this stuff, right? All right, so let's keep it moving. All right, let's talk to our guests. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming. Let me change that. Men with muscles and women with makeup, please join me in welcoming Mr. Jarpent6 to the What's Up Board Lab. How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing good, my brother. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good today, man. Glad to have you here. I know you're world traveling. Glad you took some time out just to talk to us common folks. So it's truly a pleasure to have you here.
I was trying to get my video on. It won't come up.
Oh, okay. Then don't worry about it. People always tell me I got a face for radio, so it's probably the same for you. So we keep it moving. Yeah. So Jarpent, why do they call you Jarpent6, first of all?
It goes back the story. I had 3 kids and I wanted 6. And so I didn't have 6, so that's what happened. So the name just stuck with me throughout my life. So
wow, he wanted 6 kids. I'm not even gonna ask why.
You still want 6 after the 3?
No,
that's what I want to know.
Not no more. I
I
just grew up always because we had 12. I had 6 brothers. There's 12 of us, 8 girls and 4 boys. So
that's too many kids.
I know that's how many in my family. So growing up, I figure out growing up, if I can at least split that in half, I'd be doing good.
Wow.
That's a lot of estrogen in the household. That is a lot of estrogen.
Oh man, it was crazy.
Wait.
8 girls. Oh my God.
8 girls and 4 boys.
No, yeah, 8 girls and 4. I got 3 brothers and 8 sisters. So it's 12 of us.
Oh my God.
So, but I learned about women at a young age.
So that helped you out when it came to dating, huh?
Oh my goodness, dating and how to stay away at certain times.
That's pretty much all the time, ain't it?
You want to hear the true story now. You want to hear the real story behind it. So I learned. I have learned. Put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I had one sister. I think I learned too.
Oh, there you go. Never ask what's wrong.
Okay. you don't even want to know, do you? Just like,
suit up, don't you? You suit up. Get your armor on.
There you go. You know it. You know it.
Walk in, walk out. Okay.
There you go. Yep. You know it. Yep.
So Jarpent6, in your own words, tell us who you are. How would you describe yourself? Are you an introvert, an extrovert, a nice guy, mean guy? Who is Jarpent6?
I'm just an average man with an average life. With an average job. I work from 9 to 5. The hell, I pay the price. I don't want to be left alone in my average home. But I always feel like I'm in a Twilight Zone.
He's singing a song. He's singing a song.
He's like, right? Is he gonna rhyme?
Okay.
But anyway, I always feel like somebody watching me.
Always watching you, boy. I tell you,
but
man.
no, but anyway, no, but I am. I'm just an average man. I just try to do what I can. Make everybody happy. Do as the others as you want. To be done unto you, and even though that sometimes don't go the way that you plan to go, but you try to do the best.
Right, right. Work with what you got. I can
Right.
respect
So,
that.
but besides that,
Where did you grow up at? What
Memphis,
city?
Memphis, Tennessee. With
Okay.
Elvis. So I had a.
Did you ever see him? Did you ever see him when you was a kid?
Never saw Elvis. Never saw Elvis. Never came across Elvis, and that would have been nice, but no, never seen him. But I saw his daughter one time down there. It was years ago.
Hope you
Went
see her.
down there.
Hope you see her recently.
No, not
You know what I'm saying?
recently.
'Cause she just died. You saw her
No,
recently. Something
no,
wrong.
no. I ain't seen her recently. No, I saw her down there because they had Graceland was real known for having little bitty uh different kind of attractions. They had they got museum there, a hotel there. So she was there one time. Just sponsoring a new hotel. They got a new hotel down there.
Yeah.
So she was there and got a chance to meet her. So, but that's about it.
You can still tour it.
Yep.
Can you tour it? Did you ever tour it?
Yeah, you can still tour the Graceland Mansion. It's nice. I wrote my name on the wall somewhere because you can if there's space. You can
What?
trying to
Oh,
yeah. It's
The cops
it's
definitely
nice.
get him now. You thought they looking for him from Vegas. They really gonna get him right on the wall.
well, the thing about it, it's legit. If you go down you can see all this writing on the wall, and there's all kinds of writing. So if you can get in there and fit your name in between some of the writing, it's legit. So right on the gate, right all along the side of Graceland, you see all this writing. People that visit, and they put their name on the wall. So it's it's nice.
Yeah, I went down there and I tried to start up the planes that was across the street. It's two big planes out there, the Lisa Marie and something else. Yeah, but they tried to arrest me because I tried to hijack them. But you know what? I call it a learning moment. Plane. Yeah, they literally right across the street from Grace.
Yeah, right.
Literally.
Yeah, right across. Yep.
Like,
I'm asking that you saw the Cadillac. You saw the pink Cadillac too.
Oh yeah, I see all that stuff. I was like, because Grayson is small. Well, from where I was far away. I didn't go inside because I wasn't paying. From the gate, it looks small. He got a lot of trees out there, man. He's got a lot of land. They should make the house bigger, I think.
Yep, it's huge. Just get up to it. Yeah, it's nice though. It's really. I never, like I said, I never been inside. I just stood outside the gate and I looked, inside the gate. But I never actually paid to go up in there.
Right.
Kind of like you, I didn't want to pay, go up in there. But they say it's nice though.
I think it looks like it did when he was there, like the shag carpet, the 6-7 different TVs and stuff.
Really?
Well, I think they want to keep it authentic because he made more money when he died. And what's his wife's name? Lisa.
Lisa.
Priscilla.
Yeah, Priscilla.
Yeah. She started making money off it because he was kind of going in debt when he died, but now it's worth like 300-400 million. She just started doing it. But anyway, we ain't gonna talk about it. We want to talk to Jarpent6, man. We want to talk about shit. So you said it was 12 of y'all brothers and sisters, right? A total, or 13.
Right.
12 or 13.
Well, 12. Yeah, I got 3 brothers and sisters. So
okay. So both your parents still living?
Yeah. Well, no. My mom just died of my mom died of cancer about a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. And my dad died of cancer too, though. So they both died of cancer. My dad had bone cancer. My mom had skin cell melanoma. What's that? Skin cell cancer. Yeah, melanoma.
Yeah.
So,
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but at least y'all grew up with both parents. What was that like growing up in Memphis? What was it like? What's that?
It was nice. Almost everybody, grew up in the project. But we had people. You say, we had 12 eggs. 12 eggs. Everybody got an egg. But that wasn't true though. And the eggs, you can make 6 eggs and there's enough for 12 people. Everybody have a portion, a small portion, but
Right.
anyway. But you know,
Mhm.
it was. I mean, it was nice though. You know, your brothers, your sister. You know, because I'm down at the bottom on the youngest. They always looked out for you. You know, every time. You know, and they say, you know, don't mess with little Ricky. Don't mess with little Ricky because he gonna go home and get his sisters. And my sisters, they were rougher than my brother, so they don't mess with little Ricky. You know, because you met one of my sisters, she'll knock you out cold blooded.
Okay, then.
Yeah, she would
So you
knock
did
you
learn
out.
about women.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. That's I learned. I was about to say I have learned. So yes,
Mhm.
but
And
it
so,
was nice though.
how big of a house did y'all have for that many kids?
Oh man, it was like that was the project. You know, that's the thing about the project. You know, being poor make you humble. You know, even though you didn't have
Mhm.
much, you know, you always, you know, your mom always made sure, you know, you had something to eat. I remember going to school and I remember looking in the cabinet and I'm looking in the cabinet, there's 2 cans of beans. I'm
Mm.
like, yeah, I know we ain't gonna have nothing to eat. So I come home from school. Don't you know there's a whole meal on the stove cooking? I'm like, what lady get this? I mean, what she get this food from? I mean, how did she
Mhm.
make food out of nothing? Now, when I went to school, it was nothing. Now, why all of a sudden there's something? I mean, what is the lady hiding the food up under the bed? I mean, what? I mean, she
Yeah.
hiding somewhere, you know, because I. I mean, I look in the cupboard when I went to school, it was nothing in there. I'm like, okay, I know what.
Nothing.
But every time I come home, she surprised me every single time. There was always something to eat. Oh, I mean, I'm not talking about just crumbs. She would make, I mean, whatever we had, she would make bread, take the bread, make a bread pudding, take leftover rice,
Mm.
rice pudding. So,
There
you
you
know, it
go.
just, I mean, she would make whatever she had at her disposal. She would put
Yes.
that together. Chicken and dressing. Nah, I don't throw that bread away. I make some dressing. I make that bread
Mhm.
and crumb, make some dressing. Ooh, I always use the same grease. Use the same
Oh
grease. Put
yeah.
that grease in the jar. Oh, that's some good grease. Don't throw that grease away. So, so that's why
That's
you know
right.
I mean, I always had something. She never was disappointed coming home. Always had something to eat coming home from school. Always.
Yeah. So what did your parents work at? What did
My
they have
dad,
job with mom
yeah,
son?
yeah, my dad worked at he made brake shoes. It was a mechanic. I think that's how he got cancer. Yeah, because it was like
Oh,
asbestos. He worked for brake
oh,
shoes, making brake shoes. And my
oh,
mom,
oh
she
yeah.
just you know with 12 kids, you know you can't work Ward if you got 12 kids. Now, I mean, come on, now.
No, no.
Somebody got to stay home.
Right. Yeah. It's cheaper to keep somebody home to to
cheaper,
take care of
but
kids.
it's cheaper. I'm telling you because that's what she did. She stayed home and make sure, you know, that you know, we was going off to school, at
Mhm.
the waking up and going to school and making sure that you had clean underwear when you went to school.
Oh, y'all
You
had
know.
underwear. Y'all living large. Okay, we didn't have it like that. Okay.
Well, making sure they was clean. You didn't put the same pair on.
Right, right. We did the flip over, but that's another story. But did you ever get hand me downs from your
Oh
sisters?
man,
Or
no, I got hand me down from my friend. I remember, you know, I couldn't afford Nikes All Stars, and I used to go with my best friend, and I used to, Junior. His name was Junior. I said, man, let me wear them, let me wear them Nikes to school. He's all mad that you were my shoes last week. You messed them up. I said, man, I'm gonna clean them off this time. Come on, I'm gonna clean them. I'm gonna clean them. So,
yeah.
so I had to clean them on. I'm gonna leave them on the back porch. Like I said, we stayed in the project. He's gonna leave them on the back porch. So he leave them on the back porch, and I go to him, and I would borrow his shoes. But far hand me down, we went to we got a lot of shoes from the dollar store. But again, they
What?
did what they
Dang.
can to make us, I'm put it this way. I didn't go to school with no shoes. I went to school with some shoes. They weren't what I want, but I had shoes though. You know, they slid across the
Yeah.
gym floor. You know how them shoes, they
Yeah.
call them skaters. You be playing
Yeah.
basketball like, he slide out with crows. He's like, he's like, man. He faked him out. No, I ain't faked him out. I just slid.
Yeah, I couldn't stop.
I could,
You were probably
exactly.
the one that never got new clothes, huh?
Oh my
Being
goodness.
never.
Yeah,
The oldest boy maybe, but by the time
yeah, the
you
younger.
got
But
patches
but
and all that.
but I remember the Levi's. I mean, my mom got me some Levi's. Ooh, and them things, Levi's, they lasted long. I mean, I would try to tear them things up because I wanted some new pair. Man, them Levi, man, them thing was harder than a concrete. I would slide on the ground trying to put holes in them things because I wanted a new pair of pants. Man, them Levi, I'm talking about those authentic Levi that you see now on eBay for $100. Yeah, I mean, they were so hard. I remember when growing up, you put some starch, try to make them. Man, I put starch on Levi, I feel like a piece of board. Them things be so hard, but them Levi. But I used to let my pants crease. I love crease in my Levi's, but them things you couldn't get no hole in those things for nothing in the world.
Now we had when I was a kid, we had Tough Skins. You remember them?
Yeah, I remember those. Yeah, but they weren't like. But I remember Tough Skin. Those like more like. Was those a corduroys or what?
Yeah, I know they had a big X on them. I know.
Yeah, okay,
Tough got them at Sears. We didn't have
yeah.
the. If I got Levi's, I'd have been the man. You large. Man, okay.
Pants, we had we would get vouchers for clothing. So we go to the school, you'd have to show up at the school gym and you get 3 pair of underwear, 2 pair of pants, 6 pairs of socks. Yeah, so we get vouchers.
What school you go to?
I don't know how mom got this. I don't know if it was through welfare or whatever they gave you vouchers. But the pants, I don't know what kind of pants they were. They were unisex pants. And
that's pretty good
I
though.
was uppity. Mom said, I don't know why you're so uppity. I said, I'm not wearing them pants. She said, you're gonna wear them pants, I'm gonna beat your butt. I never wore them pants. I took the beatings. I said, I'm not wearing them pants.
You some of the vouchers. I remember the what they call it. You remember the vouchers we used to get for the government cheese and the government milk?
That big block of cheese. Yeah. Kids will never know about that big block of cheese.
Never know.
To get it too.
Grilled cheese,
the
best grilled cheese in the world with that.
You be jammed up for a week. You be in the bathroom. You can't do that.
Yeah, you right about that.
That's your week right there. Oh, I tell you, then you had to have a knife to cut it. Yeah,
my goodness.
Slice it for you.
Man,
did y'all get that free lunch at the park too?
Oh yeah, man. They used to tell because the truck. We used to remember. I remember at the party, you said we look around the corner, the truck coming, and everybody around you, man, the truck coming, let's go. And I used to look at me, I'm trying to work on a truck so I can get my lunch free. See, if you work on a truck, you get your lunch free. So I'm trying to hand the lunch out. I'm just stashing 1 bag, 2 bags to this.
Oh, he's a thief too. Let me write this down. Thief. Okay. What's the statute of limitations on free lunches?
But it was fun though. Yeah, that was fun though. That free lunch was something else, boy.
Yeah.
During the summer.
Yelling out the truck. I was thinking about Fantasy Island. I said the plane. So
you
were saying the truck.
You to the truck. You got to remember, man, the project, man, in summertime, the project, everybody just went to after 11:40, the truck came like 11:45. 11 o'clock, people start coming to the park. Once that truck gone and hand those lunches out, everybody going home. That park be empty, except for the basketball players. And they start playing. But everybody else be gone. That park, nobody is at Ellie Brown Park once that lunch truck leave. Everybody's going. That's why they came up there just for the lunch truck.
Wow.
But
So what was your first job since you lived in the projects and that? What's the first job you had? I know it was probably stealing lunches was your first job, but after stealing lunches, what was your next job?
A pimp. I'm just joking.
Okay. I think they're still hiring for that one.
It ain't easy, but somebody had to do it. I was a little young pimp, a little young one.
Right. Yeah.
A 10-year-old pimp.
Hey, we all got to start somewhere.
Oh man, my first job probably. I don't even know who. Traveling. I did this job. I was I played football. I got a scholarship too to go to Tennessee. And yeah, I mean, I was at BTW. I played running back, and I got a scholarship. And my dad, didn't want me to do it, and he tried to get me to get a job. So I got a job working for it's a traveling company, and we was traveling around the United States selling cleaning product. And we was, we did by cars. We would go like, Mississippi this week, and then one week we'll go to the next state, that is adjacent to Mississippi. So we would travel around the United States, going to state adjacent to each state, and we would go into businesses and homes and try to sell this cleaning product. So I did that for like I don't know, 6 months until my dad and my mom were looking for me, because I was mad because they kept telling me to find a job, and I ain't tell them I was leaving. They were looking for me. They couldn't find me nowhere, and I was at the hotel when I'm like 18 years old. So I remember knocking on my door. I said, "What the world?" Because I mean, we were all kids. I knock on my door. It's 2 FBI agents.
I knew it. I knew this was for them lunches, wasn't it? For them free lunches. No? Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
They said your mom and dad looking for you. They said you haven't, and come to find out, I guess, I was kind of upset because they made me go find a job. You know how when you just graduate from school and you mad because, they wouldn't let you, scholarship and everything. So I called myself kind of, I got this job, and, they told me to find a job. So I'm gonna go get any job. I'm just gonna go work anywhere. So I went and got this job, and kind of been, not listening to my parents. And, I mean, I made money, but the guy was taking advantage of kids. But that's another, like he wouldn't pay up the money that we were making when we would sell products. So but anyway, so I did that for a while. That's my first job. But because like I said, in football, I mean, I was probably one. I mean, I was very fast in football, and I wanted to go, to University of Tennessee. I got, had a scholarship to Tennessee for, so but
what was your position?
Running back, so we had which is halfback. We call it 2-back. And I played because
you get hit a lot, man. Who want to get hit like that though?
Man, well, I don't know. You get used to it, because I remember, we had this thing called the bull, the bull ring, where, you would get in the middle of the circle and everybody would circle around you. What happened one time, I was going home from practice, and we had me and a center, Bud, a good friend of mine's named Bud. He was the center for the team. And we decided to go into the cafeteria on our way from practice, because to go home, you got to walk to the cafeteria from the, from the practice field. So we walked to the cafeteria, and we stopped in the cafeteria, and we took some milk, borrowed some milk.
Oh, he's been stealing a long time. I see a pattern here.
But we were, we was hungry. We were, we had been practicing all day, and it was open. So then we walked to the cafeteria, and we got caught. The janitor caught us. So then the next day, I remember going to practice, and he told the coach, and the coach said, "Hey, there's some kids here who I heard like to steal some milk." I looked at Bud, and I said, "Oh, here we go." So he pulled us in the bull ring, and like I said, back to that story, that's where you get in the middle of a circle, and everybody on the team surrounds you, and he called out different players, and you just get hit, just nonstop. But that's when you said, how do you like all the hitting? That was one thing that prepared us, from, getting used to getting hit. But that incident there was because we got caught stealing, borrowing milk,
Yeah.
Borrowing
milk. Borrowing.
But you get used to getting hit with football. I mean, you talking about 17 to 16, I think as you get older, it still have a wear and tear on your body as you get older, though. But
absolutely, yeah, a lot of players.
Yeah.
You said the getting hit like that. That sounds like a gang initiation. He's not telling us everything. I'm about to talk to my people, because all this hitting and beating and stealing, I don't know.
I'm still curious if the thievery was limited to food and drink. Or maybe that.
Thievery.
Well, we was thirsty. I mean,
Just the
we was
food and
thirsty.
drink.
I mean, we were thirsty. I mean, I remember. Oh my! I'm telling you, we practiced from what 2 o'clock in the evening, 3 o'clock, till about 7 or 8 o'clock at nighttime, and it's hot in Memphis, Tennessee. It is hot. So that day, I think we lost the game, and we had to practice extra late that day, and it was so hot. We just went through the cafeteria, and the milk. Somebody accidentally left. Somebody accidentally let the milk open, and we just saw white milk with water running down the front of it. Just look ice on it. Just looking at us. we would say
beckoning. Drink me.
Yeah.
I know.
We don't like that
milk. Oh my goodness, we had like 3 cartons apiece. So yeah, it was good.
But you drinking almond milk now, though.
Almond, please. Vitamin D milk now too. I love milk.
I don't like vitamin D. Almond milk is the way I go now, but that vitamin D, that's really paint, man. You be gulping that, go. No, you can paint your whole wall with that vitamin D milk.
Well, it's the same thing, because some people like go, I don't know if it's the same or if it's different, but they said, some people said goat milk is better. I know goat milk is more expensive, but
goat milk.
Really, is it good?
Mm-hmm.
I said no, I never tried it.
Oh, okay. I think you said you tried it before. Yeah, it's
well, yeah. I heard that you're really not supposed to drink animal milk because there's a cow milk is for cows. Look how big it make them, and goat milk for goats. So they said that almond milk and stuff is probably better for you because it's natural. Don't have the blood in it. Don't have that pus and all that other stuff in it. So
really,
yeah, man. When I saw them do that on the YouTube video, I was done with milk. I said I can't be doing this no more. But to each his own.
You might be, because they say they had a video how they make hot dogs and corn and bologna.
I don't eat that anymore either. I gave all that up, man. I seen all that stuff. It's a whole bunch. I'm dang near vegan right now. Boy, I'm like, boy, the more you know, the more you don't want to know.
I hear you, though. I'm telling you. That's why sometimes I don't even look at the news no more. I try to look at the news. Yep, all that, man. Like,
It'll depress you, man. Have you out here thinking stuff, So that's it.
It's too much.
So what did you do after you were doing a traveling salesman's job, wasn't getting paid? What did you do after that?
Well, I was getting paid, maybe not everything I was deserving, but well, after that, I went back home. I just, then I moved to Aurora. That's a good question. I moved to Aurora, Illinois, and that's when I started. I got in the band called FBO. Me and my brother-in-law, he formed a band called FBO. And
what that stand for?
For brothers only. For brothers only.
Okay.
So yes, we did that band.
He put a big deep voice for brothers. he liked. I think he came up with the name. You already said it.
What was your role in this band? Were you singing? Were you playing something?
What happened? I was playing the keyboard and the bass, not actually play. You know how when you young and you look at big people play and you be saying, "Can I play?" And they won't let you play.
Fat people?
No, grown people.
Okay.
People older than you.
I gotta be sure.
I'm like, okay. I remember now, this all happened in the process of leaving school. I was 18 and 8. So then I went to Aurora, Illinois, and moved my sister on like 19 years old. And I was watching them play, and they would play and they wouldn't. So everybody left the instrument over my brother-in-law's house. So I would go down there during the weekdays, when he was at work, and play the keyboards and play the bass guitar. Because I grew up playing the piano. We had a piano in our pantry. I think I told you this story. And every time when I would
pantry.
Well,
a piano in the pantry.
In Memphis they call it a pantry. It's a closet. That's what they call it in Memphis, like a little small closet off of the living room. We call it pantry. But anyway, so we had one when I was growing up, and I would go in there and play all the time when I get in trouble. We had an old piano, and I would go and, every time my mom would yell at me, I would go in there and play the piano and put myself to sleep, at a young age. That's how I kind of,
Mm.
got would soothe myself. So anyway, so back to when I was older now, and I'm at my brother-in-law house living with them, and he had the band called FBO. He formed the band, and I would go in there and practice, during the weekdays because everybody left the instrument over there, and that's how I really got in, playing more the bass guitar and the keyboards. And then they heard me sing. Once they heard me sing, I said, I want to do this song, do that song. Then did a couple of songs. Did a
Who you
song
sound
called
like?
we did a
Who you
song
sound
called
like?
Love Jones. Was
Oh,
it,
like the movie.
no, it was alone because one of the bass guitar player, you know the song called Love Jones, and I heard it, but I didn't hear it, and he has me learn it,
Mhm.
and I learned it, and then that song, and then did some switch. We played a
Is
lot
that
of
who you
switch.
sound like? If you sound
Yeah,
like them, I'm about to go ahead and give
yeah,
us a
yeah.
sample.
No,
Hit me off. I
oh,
want to hear this.
remember, I call your name, girl. Sometimes we let you lonely, girl. I think of
Uh,
you. When it says the pain, take away the pain. La, 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 la,
I used to like that song.
la,
I
la,
used to
la.
like that.
And that's all natural. But anyway, like that. But we
That falsetto.
we used to do some things like that, and but that and you know, oh my goodness, that was one thing. And then we went down, did a lot of sweet, oh my goodness, a lot of Michael Jackson. Everybody was doing the Jackson 5, Michael Jackson. So
You can't do Michael. I know. What
I
you can
mean,
do, Michael?
well, some song, there's a place in your heart, and you know that it is love in this place. Something like that.
That boy good. That boy good.
but we did, but everybody was doing Michael, and then we did a lot of Return of the Mac was probably one of my favorite. I love that one.
Oh yeah,
With
yeah.
oh yeah. So I
Return of
try
the
to tell
Mac.
you so, yeah. The point
Yeah.
that you didn't know, as I said, the story go, baby. Now I got the flow. Because I know
Uh-huh.
what you didn't know was wrong and all the crazy things you've done. So, baby, listen carefully as I sing my combat song. You lied to me, but you said you never to know me. You lied to me, but you did, You lied to me. All this pain you said I never feel. You lied to me. What I do, return of the Mac. It is return of the Mac. So, but
Yeah. I remember it. You
yeah,
know a
we
funny
did.
story about Return of the Mac
Well,
is they offered that's Mark Morrison, but they
yeah,
offered it to Eddie Murphy first, and Eddie
I
Murphy
heard it.
didn't
Yeah,
like it. Yeah, Eddie
really?
said I don't want it, and he ended up doing Party All the Time instead, which was a
Oh,
good hit,
really?
but Return of the Mac is a classic, so he messed up. Just think, Eddie could have been
So,
rich and famous if he
but
did
that came after that. They must add some before though, right? Because that came after Eddie though.
that.
The time, the
Eddie was
time
already
zone.
yeah, well, Eddie was been doing this comedy thing because he's like 60 some years old. He been around for a minute. So he started out doing singing and comedy. He was doing Michael
Oh,
Jackson
okay.
too.
Really?
Yeah, Eddie can sing for real.
Yeah.
He was what Jamie Foxx became because nobody wanted to take
Oh,
his singing
okay.
seriously. So Eddie wanted to be a singer too. But
So if it was nowadays, Ed would have been real good now. If it was the way people are doing
yeah,
now, crossover to crossover now, he'd been really good then.
yes,
Mm.
yes. Back in days, people want to pigeonhole you to one thing. They didn't really want you to
Right.
yeah. So
And
so
now
so
everybody.
you sound like if you went from okay, let me get sure I got Tiki double check me on this, make sure I got the timeline right. He started out as a traveling salesman. No, he started out as working on the truck, stealing food. traveling salesman,
Healing.
football player, for brothers only. Man. And then, okay, whatever happened with the band? Did y'all signed or something, or what happened? You
No,
just ended up doing something else with your
what
career?
happened? No, well, because like I said, it was my brother-in-law. He made the band FBO, and we was in Aurora, Illinois, and most of the, the brothers they were from the west side of Chicago, and you know how it is. They don't. It's hard to get somebody committed. Everybody had been on the right page, and then they started missing practice. Practice
you had to hit them.
bills.
You had to hit them in a circle.
No.
Oh, okay.
Because they were men. We were going to have a show. Well, they did, because after a while they finally put me in the show singing songs. But we were supposed to do a show, and then we wouldn't practice, and then we get to doing the show,
wow.
and they would mess up, But it was just, it was good for a while. It lasted like a good year, and after that, it was just kind of dismantled. But which was sad though, because we had there was some real good musicians, but and then after that, I just me and my brother, we just started doing things on our own. Me and my Wayne, we just started doing things on our own. Then after that, I just kind of started doing my own thing. Singing with friends from Wisconsin here and there. So kind of freelancing, so to speak, and then to where I'm at today, world renowned.
Right. So after a while, you just want to say, you know what? I'm not gonna, because you could have went to Motown, but say that didn't work out. So you just say, I'm gonna get a regular job and you get like a career or something.
Well, I did like Michael Jackson when I went solo. So
okay.
I went solo.
Yes. Yeah, so anyway, that's really the purpose of a group, to go find a breakout solo artist when you think about it. Because the Commodores, Lionel Richie was a breakout, Jackson 5 was a breakout. It was Michael. And
Beyonce. So they all, Justin Timberlake. I mean, go on and on. But then I do like HVAC work on the side now. I do. I got a license for for that. Love doing that, but still, I think music is probably, like somebody said before, I love music, make me laugh, make me cry, don't know why, I love music.
Yeah, that's my jam right there.
Yeah, that's in a nut. That's music description in a nutshell. Make me laugh, make me cry, don't know why, I love music. I mean, that's it right there. And it makes music bring out the best, and it can bring out the worst of us.
Got that right. We saw that. We saw that at Motown a lot. Coming out the worst. But that part I was saying about that, about being a solo artist, because you said you want solo. You know what? I'm thinking about this now. I should have known Michael Jackson was going to lead the Jackson 5, because they lied anyway. They said it's Jackson 5, it was 9 of them. I should have knew they was lying to me right then. They were trying to make Michael start. But was your plan all along to be a solo artist? Was that what you wanted to do from the jump?
No, the thing about it, I would have, I mean, I played with, I played with a lot of guys that nobody was serious. I played with when I was in Chicago.
Oh, now they moved to Chicago. I didn't know. You slipped that one in on me.
Well, because music, I've been with so many bands that were, because this was when I was working at Avon Products, and I did a audition.
Write that down. Avon. Another. He's slipping in. Thinking we got it. I can't keep up.
You sold Avon?
No, I was working at the company, because when I left, let me go back. When I left Aurora, I then that's when I moved to Waukegan, and I worked for Avon Products, which was at that time was in Naperville, off of Naperville Street, but it was in Morton Grove. Yeah, Morton Grove. I think they closed down now. Yeah, they closed down. It was Morton Grove in Glenview,
Chicago area.
Yeah, out there by Evanston. So when I was working there, I did an audition for it was like a heavy rock band.
What? Okay. Now we're going to one extreme to now you're in the rock group.
Well, here's what happened. Here's what happened. Don't worry, guys. What happened? So, a good friend of mine, he said, Ricky, he said, man, these guys that I work with, he said they, they need, someone to do, a song with them. And he said, you want to come by and do a song? So he took me by their house. They lived on the north side, was a white band. And they did they were like, I mean, they did a song kind of like the song was kind of like Teen Spirit, Nevada.
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah.
like Nevada.
Yeah.
So then
That's grunge music.
yeah, that kind of music. So they were in the basement. They had a guy in the guitar. So they gave me the music. They said, okay, read over the music, blah blah blah. Read over the music. We're gonna practice and fit in where you can. So I read over the music, and then they were practicing, and then I started singing. And they said, we really like you. We really like you. And they said, we got a show, and next month, can you come to practice? Blase, 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 and it was just too much because I was already, trying to work at Avon, and they wasn't working at all, and they wanted every evening to come over at 6. I got off at 5:00. They wanted me to come over every evening at 6:00, and I just couldn't commit myself. And I told them, I said, look, it's not going to work out. I said, I can't. You guys need somebody else because I just can't commit myself to come here at 6:00 and I get off, at 5:00 from Avon, and so. And so I didn't do it, but they was a really good band. I mean, they were just too committed. I couldn't give it my all. I would have loved it if I wasn't working. I probably would have went ahead and hooked up with them, but that's what happened. In that scene right there.
So you made a decision to be still at Avon and be the first male Avon rep, or be the group, the grunge group, the average white band.
You still keep contact with any of them? With any of your
no, I haven't. No,
band
I haven't.
members or get together?
Yeah, not though. Well, my brother-in-law, of course, FBO, those guys, but that particular group there, they probably weren't, because they were really good. That group was really good. They was, they was all just not too serious, but they didn't, like I said, they didn't have no job. But that group was there. I'm quite surprised if they did not, do something good. If they, but as far as keeping in contact, and not those particular people, a lot of guys that I did play music with, y'all still keep in contact with them. We get together here and there, whenever we get opportunity to. But everybody right now, because we live in different parts of different states, just so hard now.
Yeah. Notice, Tiki, he said there was an average white band. That's the group he passed on. That group is just famous now, but hey, you know what? You made the right decision.
But they sounded really good though. They did though. They sounded really good. I can see them now. They were really good. I just couldn't commit myself. And that's how I do. If I can't commit myself 100%, I mean, I didn't want to hold them back. I didn't want them to think, fake the funk on the nasty dunk. And you knew that I couldn't commit myself, so I was like, nah, I just can't do it.
Yeah. So how did you get into this HVAC thing when you had such a promising career? What made you say, I didn't even, how did you know you had a propensity to like dealing with air conditioners and all that stuff and all the heat?
It's where the money was at.
Okay.
I mean, do I like it? Nope. Do I like making money? Yes. Do I have bills? Do I have bills? Yes, I got bills that I got to pay. So I got to work every day.
Right.
That's how it is. It's one of those things where, it was something that the opportunity was opened up. It was offered to me, and I just say, hey, go and get it. And that's what I did, But, while I'm fixing HVAC, I still be singing. I still be doing my thing. They call me the singing HVAC worker. The singing HTAC. You see all these people with these jingles on, like these HVAC commercials on TV. They got their jingles. What is a whole bunch of them? HVAC commercial. Peter Brother, they got their jingles. I've been doing HVAC long as they had their commercials. I've been doing my jingle for a long time.
There's where you might get famous, right there.
Yep. Yeah.
Jingles make money. Jingles make
Oh
money
yeah, a
because like
lot
at
of money.
the
But
yeah, you
some of it
know.
now. But here's the thing, though, like that's like nothing against these attorneys. Now, here's the way I feel. Everybody may feel different than me. If I'm seriously hurt and I need an attorney, I am not gonna get an attorney riding on top of a truck. You know what I mean?
Uh, I'm
You know
lost.
what? No, I'm saying some jingles can hurt you. Okay, like for instance,
Oh, oh,
all these attorney jingles, these
oh yeah, yeah,
jingles,
yeah,
these
yeah. I see
attorney.
what you're saying.
So I'm saying that if I'm seriously hurt in an accident, I'm not gonna get an attorney right on top of a truck and say, get me. You know, if I don't win, you don't have to pay. However they say,
Hmm.
because
Right.
some jingles, when it comes to finding an attorney, you want something serious. You don't want an attorney doing a commercial, where he picking up a truck. And
Yeah.
to me,
Right.
that's
Right.
just me though. But that's what I'm saying. Some jingles can hurt you. Going back to HVAC, some of these HVAC jingles you see on TV, you question, are they serious? Serious. Just sometimes jingles are good, and sometimes they are bad. Depending on the commercial itself, though. But I don't know. Sometimes I think they just get too carried away with these jingles on these commercials. Uh,
Oh yeah.
uh,
Yeah. Some. Yeah. But I do see what you're saying about the attorney was not good. But I know that Pusha T had wrote the jingle for McDonald's.
mm,
Loving it, but he got beat on that because I think they gave him a flat 500,000. The thing went viral and they loved it. So
really?
yep. Then he went to Arby's and wrote theirs. Where's the beef? He did it all. So he still kind of got his money back, but it's give and take with jingles, man. It's money
Right,
if it, if it hits. So
right. But yeah, but my brother-in-law, I don't know if I tell you this, but my brother-in-law, when I was talking about FBO, he wrote the screenplay for Barbershop.
really,
Yeah, look it
didn't
up.
get paid
You'll
nothing,
see
did he?
Tommy Johnson. And he went to court and everything. Well, they settled out of court. They settled out of court. But you look it up, you
Mm,
see Tommy Johnson Barbershop. And he wrote the screenplay. He's sitting in Hollywood and everything. And it was stolen from him, but he had all the paperwork to prove it. But he went to court.
mhm.
They had all the producers in court in California with him and everything. And it was a
Yeah,
big thing. It was a big thing. It was huge.
yeah,
But
yeah.
but
That
they but
happens a
they
lot, though. You know it
hmm
does.
Oh yeah, it's a lot. And like I said, it was a good thing that he had everything, all his paperwork and everything. And like I said, they didn't pay him what he should have got, but they did settle, out of
Yeah,
court though. So,
that's good. I'm glad at least you got that.
yeah.
Tiki, Tiki, what's your favorite scene in Barbershop?
The part where they're cutting hair.
She didn't see the movie. She didn't see the movie.
You can tell he's in
See, they didn't
barbershop.
cut no hair in that movie. Nobody got a haircut. You just played yourself anyway. All right, all right,
Well,
Jarpent6, man.
that's a safe answer though.
It was a good one.
That's
I
a
give her credit
that's
for
a
that
very
because she
safe
thought
answer.
cutting hair.
Yes.
Anyway. All right, let me keep going on because man, you just led a fascinating life. So you moved from the project, moved there, and now since got the HVAC and you got the singing possibilities on the line,
Mhm.
were you feeling like you're being successful as an adult at this point, or were you doing okay? Was you making some money
Yeah,
at
well,
least?
the thing, yeah, it's one of the things, I love singing for the fun. I'm kind of, like everybody else, like kind of like Nevada, the group, when they started singing, uh, he just did it for fun, and he just took off.
Yep,
It
yep.
just took off, and that's kind of what I do it for. I mean, I get a lot of people, people that call and a lot of like on Twitter and things like that. People ask me, do you want to go and would you like to sign up with us? You'd like to do something with us, or just all kinds of people asking me questions, and you know, what do you want to do? You want to do this and do that, and like I was invited to go on American Idol. I went one time. One time I
Ooh,
turned it down. Yeah, I
Ooh.
turned it down. One time I went. It was in Chicago. I went to the audition, and because I had a pass, the line was so long. I was able to skip everybody because I had,
Whoa.
yeah, I mean, the line was so long, but because I had I call it special ID, an invitation, what it was. I had an
Okay.
invitation. Yeah, so they told me to go to the front of the line, and I was able, it was at the Eric, was it with Eric Crown? I forgot. It was
Yep. That's
downtown.
Eric Crown. Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
So I was able to skip the line and went up to the front, and still once I got inside, I still had to wait. But these I didn't have to wait in line outside. So I
Right.
went inside and auditioned, and
Uh-oh. What happened?
that was nothing. I didn't. They said, "Well, let you know," and I just never heard anything. And then they called me back about 2 years later, and I didn't even respond to that one. I got
2
no
years.
Yeah, 2 years
So
later.
you didn't get your yellow pass.
I didn't get my
How
yellow
do you
pad.
get invited?
Well, what happened
Sorry,
was
go ahead.
that they saw some videos that I posted on YouTube,
Mhm.
and I was, saying that I was the best singer in the world, and I didn't need no kind of special echo, any kind of special instrument, because if you can
Yeah.
sing, and then they liked the video, and then I was singing a song called Sure My Love. Sure My Love. And that's when they
Tavares?
invited me. No, by Magna Fourth.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't popular. Wasn't a popular song. They were from Chicago, and I knew them from Chicago, and they did it was like a local record in Chicago. So they heard me doing that on YouTube, and they invited me. But and that's how I got invited. And the second one, I think, because they just, for some reason, probably went back and saw that I was invited once. That's me. Do I want to come back and do it again? And I just said no, but
you won't go back now? If they call you back, you
nah,
still not going?
nah, but nah. I mean, it's all commercialized. It's all political
Yeah.
now.
Mhm.
It's all, they don't want singers. They only thing they want now is a pretty face.
Right. Yeah.
That's all they want now. You can.
Well, we looking right at you right here, so I don't see why they wouldn't get you. I mean, clearly you got just. So yeah, man, I understand that. But you can still do America's Got Talent. They seem like they probably the same thing though.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They all, it just, they all, like I said, they want them, like I said, pretty face, and somebody, who can make somebody sound wow, not someone who can say ooh ah. They want somebody,
Yeah, you're right. They got to sell some
I mean,
stuff. So
I mean, I think my Jennifer Hudson, when the girl could sing, and Simon Cowell told her she couldn't sing because
yeah.
Jennifer Hudson was a little chunky, and that's why he wanted somebody that was pretty. And look at her now. So again, it goes back to what it's all politics. The music.
Wait. Is she pretty now?
Well, she got pretty money.
I was just wondering. I got to know, Tiki. I got to ask these questions.
Her money.
He called her chunky. Yeah. I think she got divorced too, because she was married to that dude they call himself Punk. He was on one of the reality shows dating.
But Jennifer,
what's his name? New York.
It's not Jarpent6 saying that about you. It's Ward D. Now you're nice to me.
You already said it. You already called her chunky. I never called her chunky. And speaking of chunky, I was steal your lunch.
I said Simon did, not me. I said Simon did.
Oh, that's right. My bad. You're right.
We can look. We can replay this. Now, don't throw the red flag.
You're right. I give it to you. I'm gonna correct that one. Okay, so let me move on to another topic I wanted to ask you about. There's two things. How did you meet the heavyweight boxing champion of the world? How did you meet him?
Who, Muhammad Ali?
He's traveling. You met him? I was talking about Montel, but we talking about you met Ali too? Man, he just kicked Montel to the curb. I'm gonna tell him because he's coming back on the show.
No money. Money. You try to school me in basketball, man. That's one of my prodigies.
Oh yeah, you taught Money how to fight, huh?
No, I taught him how to play basketball.
No, he went pro in boxing. So what does that tell us? You taught him basketball. And he picked a whole nother sport.
Well, come to he's come to try and play basketball one time, and That man gone. He got tired of me stepping on him.
Mhm.
Don't tell him I said that.
I'm
Nah,
gonna
but
talk to him.
man, we
I'm
play
gonna talk to him.
basketball all the time. Man, my money was quick. Ooh, man, oh my goodness, man, he was a little, a little, what I want to say, a strappy. He always talked a lot. He had he just talked.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, you foul me, you foul me. I said, money, come on, man. Nah, man, he fouled me, he fouled me, he fouled me.
Mm.
Man, ain't nobody touch you. He fouled me, foul. You know how I do, dude. You fouled me.
Right,
And all
yeah.
of a sudden, and he knew that they gonna lose. I remember a lot of games. He knew who got next. Can I play with y'all? Who got next? Man, you ain't even lost yet. They gave me no
Right.
yet. He
That's how you
already
do
look
it in
on
the
the.
hood. You already know. You gotta be getting ready for the
You
next
gotta be
game.
quick.
You know
He
it's
already
over.
got. He already look. He tell you. He already got a game already lined up. He's still playing in the game.
Hmm.
Man,
Yep, yep. That's exactly how it
oh
is.
yeah. But yeah,
Um,
money.
yeah. So you met Ali too? I know he was around. I
No,
know
I
he used
met
to come
Ali.
to the
Yeah.
camp. Okay, because
You
Money
said,
knew him, so I thought maybe you knew him too.
yeah, man, my man, I mean, he met, oh my goodness, man, he met some of everybody. I mean, you name him,
Well,
he
yeah,
met
he
him.
famous. He
Yeah, I'm talking about
famous. So
from
yeah.
Jordan to
So
everybody. Yeah, he met a whole
yep,
bunch of
yep,
people.
yep. He told me one
Mm-hmm.
time, we talking about the heavyweight boxing champion of the world, what do we think we
Mm-hmm.
get those people and all this. He told me one time he was a big Charlie Murphy fan. And he said he went to this club and Charlie Murphy came out the bathroom. He saw him, he turned because he didn't want to talk to him. And so he went to the bathroom, came out, Charlie was still standing there. So he ended up talking. It's a funny, he had to tell you about it, man.
Oh yeah, man,
He
money,
had me
man,
cracking
money
up.
crazy. That's right. Wait,
He's
what's
funny,
the name?
man.
Charlie Murphy, Charlie Murphy, Charlie Murphy, Charlie Murphy,
Yeah.
Charlie Murphy,
Yep. He
Charlie
was
Murphy,
so amazing. He talked
Charlie
about a
Murphy,
lot
Charlie
of
Murphy.
celebrities. He made, man, just how it was, how he used to be
Man.
starstruck and how he went to Hollywood. But yeah,
Ooh.
he's funny, man. I like him. But
Yeah,
let
money
me move
man,
on to another.
man. He met Jordan. Well, he met everybody in Chicago though. But
Right.
he
Yeah.
loved
Yeah.
Jordan though, cause being from Chicago, man, where we from, man. Yeah, we
Yeah. He
like him.
sure do. Yeah. He argued with people about Jordan all the time because people just, I'm gonna ask you about that in the next round. But I want to move before I get to the rapid fire question. I want to ask you one more question here. I know you recently had a daughter that got married.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
looks like my daughter's going down that road too. And Tiki has
Mm-hmm.
twin daughters, and she may go down the road too.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you, as a father, how did you prepare for that? For your daughter to get married? Were you excited? Were you nervous? Were you scared? What thoughts ran through your mind of a daughter leaving to get married?
All the above.
Mhm.
So you're excited, and you're scared, and you're nervous because you don't know. You don't know
Right,
what I mean, dude. You don't know.
Mhm.
That's you don't know what can happen. You just hope the best. You can't. You can't say don't
right,
because
yeah. That'll
it's
make
one
them
of
want
those
it
things.
more.
Right. The only thing you can do is support them. Just support them because and wish them the best because again, it's the only thing you can do. Be supportive and hoping that that's the right decision and just be there to guide them and direct them in the right direction because
Yes.
you holding grudges and trying to fight against them is going to make hardship for you and them.
Man.
Separated.
So
Yep.
just try to
Separated from
just
them.
yep. So just try to support them as much as you can. Be on their
Yeah.
side. Be on their side. That's all you can do. Because
Yep. That's what.
Good
That's,
relationship with the son-in-law. You got a pretty decent
oh yeah, yeah,
relationship with
yeah,
him. Yeah.
yeah. Me and Mario, yeah, we pretty cool. He like playing basketball. We look at yourself. I like look at myself saying, what I want someone to do it to me. How will I, if it was me, how would I love my parents to do me? And I try to put myself in the same situation because, we was all, once upon a time at that age and, going down that same path, doing the same thing. So,
yes.
you want to make it easy for them, and like I said, when they come to the son-in-law or daughter-in-law, you want to also, welcome them. Don't make them feel like, they hate it, because
Hmm.
again, you know, whoever is it your daughter or your son you're married, whoever it is, I guess just try and make it easy. That's my advice. Just try and make it easy because again, you don't want to make things worse for you or them. So just try to support them as much as you can, and just because you can only tell them so much. Yeah, half of the time,
Right.
their mind is made up anyway. So you can only say,
Right,
do
you
this.
got that right.
So,
You already know.
I'm telling you. So what you saying gonna do nothing. So right at this point in time, just try to support them. It's okay. Hey,
Yep.
Mhm.
So what age do you think is a good age people should get married at? What would your
my when that's a good question because because some people mature differently. I mean, some people mature, you know, quicker than others. 'Cause, I mean, case in point, I mean, you might have someone that's 25, but they act like they're 17. You know what I mean? So,
Oh yeah.
and then you got someone that be maybe 21 and they act like they're 28. So I think it depends on the mature level of the individual. Again, if it was my decision, I think a good age for someone to get married. Again, it's a hard question, but I think when a person is able to experience life, because you can't say when you're 20 you experience life. I mean, you can't. I
Man.
mean, there's no way you can say that when you're 21 because you just became old enough to do a lot of things when you're 21.
Right.
So the drink and everything, and so experience life a little bit. You live your 21 years out, live your 22 years. So experience life.
Figure
And
out
so
who
you
you
can.
are first.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying because once you get married, you can't go back and say, "Well, no, and nope, it's too late then. Nope, too late. You can't do
Yep.
that then. You should have
So
did that when
rap.
you were single. Yep, it's a
Yep,
wrap then.
exactly.
So do that when you're single, and so you can enjoy yourself. And again, because once you get married, then you got somebody else you got to carry on your back now, so to speak. They got to go
Ooh, did
everywhere
you
with
hear
you.
that? He said, carry him on your back, Tiki. He said, a wife is a burden. Did you hear it?
No wife got to carry her husband. No wife got to carry her husband too now.
Clean it
So
up. Clean it up, Jarpent. Clean it up.
Oh, I got carry. I know a lot of wives carry their husband. Sometimes they say they're
Yeah.
too heavy. They too heavy. Get him off my back.
Yeah.
He too heavy.
What age did you get married, Jarpent6? What age did you get married?
I got married. Man.
Or do you know your wedding anniversary? Let's start there. Let's get him in trouble.
Wait,
Okay, I'm gonna take this question off because
I'm pleading the fifth.
wow, he don't
I'm
know his
pleading the
anniversary.
fifth. I'm pleading
Okay,
the fifth.
all right, all right. All right, we gonna move on to the rapid fire round. This is one of my favorite things. We're talking to Jarpent6, ladies and gentlemen. You listen to What's Up Award podcast, featuring Ward and Tiki the Talker. We're going into this, so let's get to our first question of rapid fire. First one is, what's your favorite car you own, Jarpent6? What was that favorite ride you had?
Oh man, probably I'm gonna stick with a Mercedes. No, actually a Seville. I'm saying Seville. I had a just like Snoop. I had a '77 Seville with chrome. I had a chrome. I had bow tires. I had 100 spokes. 100 spokes. Count them. Count them. Count them. You ain't got nothing to do. Count them. You ain't got
Just to make sure. Just to make sure.
Make sure. Just you can count them. But anyway, and then someone hit me in that one, and I almost cried like a baby. Yeah, tore it up.
Somebody hit that. What didn't that happen to your Benz too? What happened to your Benz?
Yeah. Well, the Benz I sold. Remember, I had fixed that Benz up. Remember, I had dropped it. I put a low rider, and I sold it to someone. I think in Kokomo, I believe. But yeah, that was nice though. That was
that was nice. I like that one.
Fast,
the
Mercedes,
super fast.
Yep. But that Mercedes. Oh, you talking about the? Oh no, you talking about the ML350? Oh man, you talking about
the black one.
I did talking about my car, man. I had like,
I see that.
Which one you talking about now? Which one now? I forgot.
I'm talking about the SUV.
Oh, okay.
That SUV with fat tires. I liked that one.
Oh, that one. No, I think talking about my 320. My 320, I had a black, and I had to drop that one. Oh, the SUV. No, that one was in an accident.
Yeah.
The SUV. Yeah, that one.
He tear
That
up
was a,
cars, don't he?
well, you know,
Tear
hey,
up cars.
that's what insurance is for.
I heard that. I heard that.
I pay him enough.
Oh,
I pay him
I know
enough.
that's right.
I,
Yeah. I think my favorite had to be, I had a lot too, but my favorite was my X5. I didn't like it being a
okay.
V8, but I had them big Corvette tires on that thing, drop deep disc rims. That thing was so fast, man. I couldn't drive it
Really?
slow no way. Oh man, I loved it. Panoramic sunroof, just BMW do a good job. They
What
do.
happened to
I
that
would
one
get it.
then?
I sold it. I sold it because
Okay.
I didn't like getting pulled over by the cops all the time. So I stopped being so flashy because I had all the stuff you had, but
That's
now
what I'm saying, man. Woo. Now just,
fishbowl my stuff and I'm plain Jane.
yeah, I
So
heard,
light tinted
you know,
windows, that's about it. Yeah.
I mean, I gotta
Okay.
have my window tinted. Mhm.
Yeah, you got to do that. You got to go dark.
Yeah.
Uh, Tiki, what's your favorite car that you had?
The one I'm driving now, my truck,
Okay.
Okay.
Then.
my pickup truck.
I hear you.
All right.
Then.
And how
get
many?
out my move, get out my way, get out my way, get out my way, move. Here come, here
I
go.
like my truck.
Watch out.
All right. Next question in the fire round is, what did you like most about the movie Coolie High?
Who? Coolie who?
Coolie High. Coolie High. What did you like most about that movie?
Man, only thing I know about Coolie High, the school I heard about. Coolie, I remember Coolie High. That's one that Lawrence Jacob was in.
That's right. Yep.
Oh man.
It was
Man, I
old.
can't.
Old.
Yeah, I can't remember that. Only time I think in that movie, he got shot, right?
Yeah, he
And
did.
then
Well, he
some,
got beat down. They killed him.
okay.
Killed him. I think the
All
one you
them,
probably think about is when they killed Cornbread. You probably think about that one too. That was
no,
another
remember the
messed up
one when they was it's so hard to say
one.
goodbye. Was that Coolie High?
GC Cameron. That's GC
To
Cameron. Yeah, that was in
to
his song.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
only I remember him when he was skinny and he poured liquor over his grave. And
That's
he said,
right.
man,
That's what everybody started doing that.
you
I
could have been the
remember
best in the
that.
world, man. You could have been the best in the world. That's when I remember that movie because I
Yeah.
always came in. My brother used to watch it all the time, and I always came in on the end of it when he said,
Yeah.
I forgot his name. Man, you could have been squish, swish. I
What's
remember
his
him saying
name? Oh,
swish.
the dark skinned brother. I forget his name. He famous
Yeah.
too.
And he said, man, you could have been
Yeah.
the best in the world. And then he went
Yeah.
out, and then the little boy, his little brother was looking out the window as they were leaving the funeral, and he saw
Yeah.
what's the name walking down the street, I'm like, with that bottle of liquor in his hand. So
Yeah.
then I remember that, the credits at the end, who went on to become what.
Yeah, I love
I
that.
remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So, but
He
that's
shows know a
why I
lot about the
remember.
movie he don't remember. But yeah.
Well, when we got to the end now, my favorite movie is this movie. My favorite movie is Your Honor. I have changed, Your Honor. I have quit walking the street. I have been incarcerated. I have been rehabilitated and soon gonna be relocated. Mr. Babante, sit down, Mr. Babante. Your Honor, I am still walking the streets, Your Honor. I am still walking. Mr. Babante, sit down, Mr. Babante. Your Honor, I am through, Your Honor.
Mhm.
You know
Tell him
what
that
movie
movie,
that is?
Tiki. Tell him, Tiki. Tell him, Tiki. What movie is
And
that?
then and the way he got another part. Heavy duty, man. Heavy duty, man. What's Laline? Man, Laline got 30 years up in Attica, man. Laline got 30 years, man.
Was that
I
prior?
Still Jarpent's Thunder. He could tell us what movie that is.
You good. You are good. I'm gonna give you credit for that.
This show is not about me. It's about him and what he knows.
Boy, you good.
Calito, man. Calito way.
When
Calito, man.
yeah.
Calito way. Al Pacino, man.
Scarface. Scarface.
Al Pacino.
Yeah.
Carlito's way.
I never really watched that movie. I only seen the
What?
highlights of it, but everybody loved it. I was
Woo! Well, what
never
happened was
liked
that
like, I know the movie though.
Puffy Cone came back with tried to do a black version, but the original version was Al Pacino
Yeah.
and
I-
the same
it's
guy.
an American story. It's an American story.
Oh
I
man,
get it,
that's one of the best. If you haven't seen Carlito's Way, that's one of the movies that you should have in your must have seen movies, which Scarface,
Mm.
Carlito's Way is woo. Oh
Yeah,
my god, that's
that-
yeah, it's a really good movie, really good movie.
That's my next question. Give me your 4 must-see movies for everybody. Who we got? We got Carlito's Way. One. What else we
Carlito's
got?
Way, probably my second one probably would be I love Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee.
Enter the Dragon.
All of Bruce Lee, yeah, Enter the Dragon. But my next one would probably be now movie or a series.
Either one. You got 2 more.
You know,
Movie or series.
can you hear
Can't
that?
think of none. No, what you
No,
saying?
no, you can hear me whispering?
No, I couldn't hear it. It
Dun,
must be
dun,
too low.
dun, 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 dun. Andy Griffith.
Oh my God. And you like that movie? Wow.
Man, come on, dude. Look,
That show?
my little girl, man. Who don't like Anna Griffith, man? Dude.
Well,
Look. I was at the
it wasn't
store.
no black people in this town.
Look, I
Wasn't
was
a
at the
black
store.
person there.
That's okay though. I was at the store yesterday, and the little boy. I was in the Best Buy, and the little boy came. Mommy, Andy Griffith is on. I said, "Look, his mom, he
Wow.
love Andy Griffith. Man, that's America. It wasn't no black people, but it just.
But
I don't think
wasn't no
black people black people went
but
around
what?
there.
Oh
They,
my God.
they, they wouldn't stand in
Wasn't no-
they wouldn't stand in
Give him a
Mayberry.
stroke.
They wouldn't
Right.
stand
Yeah,
in
they wasn't staying
Mayberry.
in Mayberry. That's right. They definitely weren't staying in Mayberry. Give me
But
another one.
Andy,
Give me fill in
okay.
your last one because
That's it.
wow.
Okay, we'll
Andy
take Andy
Griffith.
Griffith out. Okay, we'll take Andy Griffith off. Let's put 12 Years a Slave.
Okay. Didn't like
We,
that
we,
one, but go ahead. And
we'll take
who's your honorary? So who we gonna place Andy with? Dukes the
uh
Hazard?
no,
With the
oh
Confederate
no.
flag? No. Okay. All right.
No, let's do
$6
let's
million
do
man.
no we gotta go with one of the Avengers. Let's go with no, not Avengers. Let's go with Michael Jordan movie.
Space Jam.
No, not that Michael Jordan. I'm talking the new
Oh,
Michael
my
Jordan.
bad.
He says Space Jam.
Oh, you mean
Let's
Black
go
Panther?
Yeah, Black Panther. Let's go with Black Panther, man. That was, that's my guy though. But and
All right.
a movie I did like though. It just came out, and she won an award with it. I think she did a good job acting.
Woman King.
Viola Davis. Yeah, I saw that movie. It was good. It was something was missing, but she did an excellent job. I
She's
mean,
a great
her
actress.
part. Yeah, I mean, she did an excellent job acting that movie. I mean, you can see the intensity that she put into that movie. She, it just that the plot. To me, the plot was weak, but acting was superb. I mean, she acted in that movie really good. So
Yeah, she's great at her craft.
mm-hmm.
I just don't
so,
like the fact of that movie that they called it the Woman King, because you would never call the Queen of England the Woman King. It's kind of you're
right,
usurping the headship of a man. And I know how
right,
Hollywood does stuff. I don't want to get into my personal views, but I
right.
just
What is it?
don't.
Hollywood? Yeah, I mean, I understand.
I don't
that.
like
I mean,
that.
that's Hollywood.
That's
Right,
not
that's
cool.
Hollywood.
The
Right.
Woman King. Okay.
Right.
But anyway, give me your Mount Rushmore of singers too. Your singer/group. 4 of them. Who we got? Who got in that matter?
Michael Jackson, Prince, the 2 group. Let's go with singer. Believe it or not, I love Drake a lot.
Okay.
I just and
He
then
get a lot of hits. Get a lot of hits.
yeah, and then Jeezy. I mean, I love Kanye West, even though he got good talent. Kanye got a lot of talent. He's Kanye.
You're right,
So,
right. Well, I think he's misunderstood by people because he's telling the truth. People want to hear that, but that's
right.
But
I'm
gonna add my honorary 3 on there: Patti LaBelle, Luther Vandross, and Whitney Houston. I'm gonna add them for my list because you just don't.
See,
the
so many
ancestors
though.
coming to get you because they wasn't in Mayberry. They didn't have Luther and Whitney in Mayberry. So
Well, they had
I'm just.
they had Otis Campbell.
Oh yeah. Oh, he was drunk. He don't count.
But
He don't
no,
count.
not Otis Campbell. Yeah, but he could sing though. What's the guy that could sing? Otis, right? No, no,
No, no.
no.
Opie. No.
Gomer
Goober.
Powell.
Yeah,
Gomer
Goober. Whatever.
Powell.
Go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gomer. I
He
think
could
it
sing.
was. Yeah, he was one that was singing.
You know he played for the other team, don't you?
Who? Really? I didn't know that.
Go. Oh yeah, he
That
played
wouldn't
for the other
surprise me
team.
though. That wouldn't surprise me though.
I'm
Both
gonna
ways
leave it
too.
at
Color wise too.
that. Yeah. Well,
Mm.
Elvis stole all his stuff from. Never mind.
Oh man, I
Okay.
heard that. Well, this is a true story. Michael learned how to dance. You know how Michael learned how to dance?
Watching his stepdaddy. Well, his
No,
father-in-law.
they said from Bruce Lee,
Michael Jackson or Michael?
Michael Jackson.
When he was little, he learned from watching Bruce Lee.
Well, what happened? You look at how Bruce Lee used to, and they said that
Yeah.
karate and dancing emulate each other. If you look at some of their moves, the karate. Remember how Bruce Lee did when he was, and that's what Michael. I read that a while ago. Michael would watch Bruce Lee films a lot, and that's how he got some of his moves, like the moonwalk and stuff like that. If you look at Bruce Lee, how he would step back in some of his movies, how he on his high foot. That's where they came from. That's
So
where the
you're
whole thing
saying
came from.
Bruce Lee was really want to be a singer, is what you trying to tell me.
No, he moved like a singer, like a cat.
I see it now. Yeah,
Yeah,
I see
think
the
about it.
correlation.
Think about it. Yeah. So if you think about the moonwalk, how Bruce Lee used to cross his ankle when he would fight. Remember the little shoes he had on? He would step backward, real light on his foot. He was real light on his foot.
So he was pre-moonwalking. Okay.
He was pre-moonwalking.
I see
real
where you're
smooth.
going with this.
Yeah.
I see where you're going with
Real
this.
smooth.
Concerned about you, but I see where you're going with this. All right.
That's because I do a lot of, I read a lot of books.
Okay. Yeah. I like. Next question: $5 million or 5-minute conversation with Jesus.
Oh man,
$5 million or 5-minute conversation with Jesus.
That's an easy question right there, though. I mean, 5-minute conversation with Jesus, because that money. Go ahead. Money don't really mean nothing, because Jesus can give you $5 million, $100 million, but I can never pass up a chance with a conversation with Jesus.
You wouldn't have to think about it. They got the money sitting right there, and Jesus on the phone like,
again,
bro.
Again, Jesus can give you $500 million, but you can never pass up a conversation to meet him again. You can always get a $500 million around. It may come back around again.
What do you think you would talk to him about?
$500 million.
How do I get my 500 back? I lost it talking to you. Jesus is gonna say, "My son, it's so good to talk to you. You should have took the money. I gotta go." All right. We all make mistakes, brother. All right. Last question I have for you. Do you feel like that you've been successful throughout your life with all the things you shared with us today? You consider it to be success, failure, or you want that do-over?
No, it's so sad. It's like I try never to go back on things, because when you go back, what can you do? You can't change the past. You can only make the future. You can't change the past. You can only make the future. So that's my quote. That's my quote. I just made that one up. You can't make the past. You can only make the future. So that's it.
Future. I got it. I'm about to make you famous with that one.
What you did in the past is gone.
Real quick.
I'm telling you, you can make the future. You can make the future what you want it to be. It's up to you how you want to make the future. But you can't make the past, because that's gone. So that's the only thing I had to say.
All right. Did you have a question for him, Tiki? Did you want to shoot him on, or should we just move to close?
Just go ahead. I have another question.
All right. She's going to let you off. Okay. All right.
She said, he talked too much already. He didn't say too much. He gonna bring up something else.
I got all my questions answered. I formed a question in my head, and you answered.
Yep. She's still trying to figure out how you got them sandwiches. All right.
You made that milk. So that's what you know. If you ever see me and you want me to give me anything, just give me some milk.
There you go. That's
Give me
that
vitamin
thick
D.
vitamin D paint milk. Okay. Go down to Menards and get him some
Okay,
milk
what
paint.
I'm looking for nobody said, leave my vitamin D milk alone. When we
It's
can
all
talk about it.
yours.
It's
I
all that's
won't touch
okay.
it. It's all yours, brother.
Milk, look, milk make you wait. Remember growing up what they said? Milk make the bones what? Strong.
They corrected that since then. Now they saying
What?
milk is not good for you. They said sunlight got vitamin D. That's where you get your D from. So, yeah. Well,
Let me put it this way. Like they say, everything is killing somebody. You know, it's everything. You drink water. I look at the people in Flint. You know, I live in Michigan. You know, I live in Kalamazoo, Michigan. People in Flint, I wasn't living at that time, but people in Flint drinking that water.
Another location.
No,
Right,
I mean,
Lord,
that's what I'm saying. There's always something killing people. So if I had a
So
choice to be killed by water or vitamin D milk, give me the vitamin D milk.
Okay, so what? Now we know the way he prefers to die. Okay, good to know. All right, so we're gonna move it on to the close of the show. We definitely enjoyed talking to Mr. Jarpent6 today and understanding what his name meant, his background, where he grew up in Memphis, and all the travel to start the group that for brothers only. We really enjoy hearing so much about you. But what's next on your journey for you, brother? What can we expect next from you? You're not going American Idol no more? Are you just gonna keep doing the HVAC thing? What we doing?
Yeah. Well, right now I got over 125 songs on YouTube. Again, you ain't got nothing to do, count them.
After you count the spokes. Count the spokes, you count the song.
I'm telling you.
Got it.
But it's right on the top. If you look at my page, it says Jarpent6, 125 pounds. I'm a YouTube producer. I'm a YouTube I get everything. I mean, I get entertainer and everything. But I just all I'm doing just trying to bring a smile on everybody's face with my music. One song at a time may touch someone. You may be looking for that right song to make you happy, and hopefully I can bring that right song to someone's face to cheer them up. And that's all I try to do. So whether it be instrumental through words or through poetry.
What's your YouTube handle?
Jarpent6. Yeah, Jarpent6. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I'm on everywhere. I'm on Spotify. I'm on iHeartRadio. I'm on just all over the platform.
Can we just put that in on a search bar? Just put in Jarpent6 and just find
Jarpent6. Yeah, gonna be everywhere. I'm all in China. I got radio station in China, but yeah, once you put Jarpent6 in the search bar of Google, you see me. So that's my image. All you gotta do, you ain't got nothing else to do. Put the Google, Yahoo, whatever browser you got, just put Jarpent6. Just start typing it out. And it's so famous. Once you start popping out, it gonna boom. And you'll see my image. Yeah, just boom right there. Yep. Just like Ward D. When you start typing in Ward D, it'll pop up. When you start typing in Jarpent6, it'll pop up. So just start typing.
There you go.
That's how.
Tiki's favorite group, they might want to hook up with you too and try to do some of her favorite. What's your favorite group? Ingram Street. We had them on before, and Tiki loves their music. So you I might try to make a connection with y'all. They out of Ohio.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, do it. We can do some. Really? I mean, we can do some. I still play.
They was on the show. Check us out. You ain't got nothing to do. Go back to the old show. Check them out. All right. Jarpent6, is there anything else you want to discuss before I get my final thoughts?
No, that's it. I mean, I appreciate you guys.
All right. Well, hold on. Let me get my final thoughts, and then I'm going to thank you again. My final thoughts are this. A wise man was once asked, how can I make life better for myself and everybody else? And the man simply answered with, just give everything a dose of love. And the person responded back and said, but what if it doesn't work? He said, double the dose. Once again, I want to thank my esteemed guest, Mr. Jarpent6, for dropping by and blessing us with his knowledge again. And we want everybody to keep in mind that everybody has a story to tell, but we just want to know what's yours. Till next time, peace.
All right, take care, you guys.